$10,199. That's the number that sets off alarm bells for everyone following the electric vehicle market. A Tesla under $11,000 sounds like a surefire blow to all brands trying to compete in the entry-level segment. But the part Elon Musk didn't shout on stage, and that many still don't understand, is that the price is just bait. The Model 2's real impact lies in what it carries inside, or rather, what it connects to on the outside. An app. That's right. The Tesla Model 2 is the brand's first vehicle designed to be controlled almost entirely from a single app. And that's where the magic happens. Imagine not just driving a car, but talking to it before you even leave home. The Model 2 is designed to transform the driver's experience into something closer to a personal assistant than a simple automobile. It anticipates needs, prepares the environment, calculates routes, and monitors everything in real time. It's not just about electrification or economy, but about total integration between driver and machine, with technology acting as a silent intermediary. The app is the brain that connects comfort, safety, performance, planning, and even family sharing. It's as if the car has become a digital organism, with sensors and nearly autonomous decisions. The curious thing is that this leap doesn't come with fanfare. Most ads revolve around the price, modern lines, range, or new materials. But the app? That's the real trump card, almost silent, hidden behind the marketing veil. It not only replaces functions scattered across screens and buttons, but also centralizes everything in one place, your pocket. It's no exaggeration to say that, in the case of the Model 2, the steering wheel has become just a detail. The essence lies in the smart remote control you carry in your hand, anticipating each step of the journey before you even touch the car. This type of integration redefines what's expected of an affordable car. Until now, automakers have focused on cost-cutting, smaller batteries, or fewer features to achieve competitive prices. The Model 2 does the opposite. It delivers a rich and fluid experience, even on a tight budget. This is possible because Tesla has shifted complexity outside the vehicle. The intelligence lies in the software, in the system, in the way decisions are made before the driver even realizes something needs to be done. And this completely changes the logic of the game. The impact of this change goes far beyond practicality. By delegating control over so many aspects of driving and using the car to the app, Tesla transforms the driver into a supervisor. There's no longer any need to worry about small decisions, like the best time to turn on the air conditioning or which route to avoid due to traffic. All of this is already calculated. Range becomes a constant conversation between you and the car, mediated by data, sensors, and algorithms. And most impressively, this happens naturally, without feeling like an invasion or forced technological dependence. The very way you interact with the car changes. The relationship with the Model 2 begins before the door even opens. You already know if everything is locked, if the tire is flat, if the weather is favorable, or if a slight adjustment to the interior temperature is needed. All of this is done through your phone. The ownership experience ceases to be physical and becomes digital and continuous. Even from a distance, even without being in the car, the user feels in control. And this brings not only comfort, but a new layer of confidence and control. Of course, all of this requires a different approach than what's been seen so far in the automotive market. While other brands are still betting on larger screens or in-car voice commands, Tesla has gone further and removed the intelligence from the dashboard. It centralized everything in an app that already knows your habits, routine, and preferences. The get in and drive logic has been replaced by plan and delegate. The car now functions as an extension of the smartphone, or perhaps the opposite. The smartphone becomes the nerve center of the entire mobility experience. By using price as bait, Tesla created a model that appears cheap, but in practice delivers a high-end experience through alternative means. And perhaps that's precisely the Model 2's secret. offering quiet luxury, invisible automation, and total control, without charging for it on the sticker. The true value lies in the small decisions the car makes for you, behind the scenes, without you even realizing it. And for many, this is more valuable than any number plastered on the windshield. The Ready Mode feature may seem simple at first glance, but it reveals a lot about how the Model 2 was designed, with a focus on anticipation. Instead of waiting for the driver to get in the car to make decisions about temperature, visibility, or economy, the vehicle starts working before the journey even begins. With a simple tap on the app, the car springs into action, collecting data from internal and external sensors and cross-referencing this information with the local weather forecast. From there, it automatically decides the best climate control strategy. And all this without the user having to open a door. On cold days, the priority isn't to heat the car's air conditioning like a noisy gas-guzzling heater would. The Model 2 thinks differently. It focuses on the surfaces most sensitive to the human body, like the seat and steering wheel. These areas are heated first, using little energy, but providing immediate comfort. It's a masterstroke in thermal management, as it heats where it matters, using less energy. This allows the user to feel comfortable in seconds, without having to wait for the entire room to reach a comfortable temperature. And of course, if the cabin air needs to be adjusted even after heating the surfaces, the car will then activate the HVAC progressively. This means the battery doesn't experience peak consumption early in the trip, helping to preserve range, one of the biggest concerns for electric car drivers. By optimizing this early trip setup, the Model 2 creates a nearly invisible balance between comfort and energy efficiency. And all of this is done automatically, without the driver having to think about it. Furthermore, the system doesn't neglect safety. On humid days, for example, the car quickly activates the rear defroster and side mirror heaters to remove moisture and ensure perfect visibility before the driver even moves the car. These systems are activated for a few minutes and then automatically deactivated, avoiding wasted energy. It's the kind of detail that goes unnoticed but makes all the difference when you're in a hurry or driving in adverse conditions. Now, when heat is the problem, the logic reverses. Instead of waiting for the driver to melt into the seat until the air conditioning kicks in, the Model 2 performs a quick pre-cooling process, lasting 5 to 10 minutes, to ensure the cabin is pleasant the moment the door opens. And because it does this while the car is still stationary and, ideally, plugged in, the impact on the battery is virtually zero. The result is immediate thermal comfort and much smarter energy use. By the way, this tip is valuable. Whenever possible, it's best to activate Ready Mode while the car is still plugged in. This way, all the energy for heating or cooling comes from the electrical grid, not the car's battery. This ensures that the state of charge remains virtually intact, which is great for maintaining range on the next journey. Many users report that, even with 10 minutes of preconditioning, consumption is minimal, around 1 to 2% of the total charge. This reinforces how the system is designed for real efficiency. Before leaving home, the app also provides a complete dashboard with the car's main indicators: cabin temperature, battery level, tire pressure, and even the status of the heated seats. With this information at hand, the driver already knows if everything is ready or if any adjustments are needed. It's a system that eliminates the need for manual checking. No more stepping out in the cold to discover the car has fogged up windows or a flat tire. Everything is visible and adjustable before opening the door. This way of preparing the car completely transforms the user experience. What previously required multiple steps and commands now happens with a single tap, and often without even opening the app, thanks to integrations with quick commands or automatic routines. The feeling you get is of a car that's already woken up before you, ready to leave at the exact moment, with no surprises, no delays, and ideal weather. A kind of efficiency that, until recently, seemed like the stuff of luxury cars, but now comes built into a $10,000 Tesla. Once the car is warmed up, visibility adjusted, and energy saved, the brains behind the movement come into play. The trip planner. This is where the Model 2 stops being just a car and starts acting as a digital co-pilot. The system doesn't just plot a route from point A to point B, it processes millions of possible combinations in seconds, cross-referencing traffic, weather, topography, and battery condition data to find the best option. And by best, we don't just mean the shortest. It's the one that consumes the least energy, requires the fewest stops, and guarantees the shortest overall time. This intelligent planning ensures each trip is tailored to current conditions. If there's a headwind, the route changes to avoid excessive costs. If rain hinders, it chooses more sheltered or safer routes. All of this happens without the driver needing to open Waze or waste time comparing maps. Model 2 calculates what would make sense for you if it had all the world's data at its disposal, and acts accordingly. The result is a route that adapts in real time, as if the car anticipated unexpected events before they happen. And when the battery's range isn't sufficient, there's no need to worry. The system detects the limit and indicates the exact stop at the most efficient supercharger along the route. But the most interesting detail isn't the charging point, it's the time. Trip Planner calculates the minimum charging time required to continue the journey with the least possible impact. Instead of forcing the driver to charge to 100%, it suggests enough to reach the next destination comfortably and safely. A silent optimization that saves time without compromising the journey. The system's intelligence goes beyond raw calculations. It also takes into account terrain elevation, curves, surrounding traffic, and even the expected temperature upon arrival. With this, Trip Planner can predict the battery's charge status at each point along the route, anticipate the need for preheating for fast charging, and even suggest the cheapest available parking near your destination. The feeling is that the car not only understands where you want to go, but also how you'd like to get there, and with minimal effort. There's also a curious feature for those who value privacy or have children and family members accompanying them on their trip. Incognito mode and link sharing with limited tracking. This allows drivers to travel without recording their travel history, or, if they prefer, send a temporary link so someone can track their location without having to install apps or access the vehicle's account. These are small details, but they offer a clear insight into how people actually use cars and how technology can work discreetly to make things easier. When plans change mid-route, the system doesn't fail either. The driver can add a new stop via the app, and the Model 2 immediately recalculates everything: new arrival time, new estimated fuel consumption, and whether another recharging stop is necessary. All of this happens in seconds, without confusing menus or the need to stop the car. The experience is so seamless, it feels like magic. Even last-minute changes are no longer a source of stress and become simple adjustments that the car handles silently. This level of integration is only possible because all systems are connected. There's no separation between navigation, energy management, and charging infrastructure. They work together, communicating with each other as if the car had complete situational awareness. This eliminates common flaws in other systems, which show ideal routes but ignore the possibility of battery failure or congestion in critical stretches. The Model 2 avoids these pitfalls with cross-referenced data and quick decisions. Traveling with this kind of built-in intelligence even changes the way you think about driving. Instead of planning, you simply tell it where you're going, and the car takes care of the rest, from initial preparation to mid-route adjustments. Most importantly, it does this without making the driver hostage to technology. Information is clear, decisions can be confirmed or changed, and the experience remains under control. Ultimately, the feeling is that the car has become your trusted partner, not just a cold vehicle that follows orders. While driving, Model 2 doesn't abandon the driver. It continues to operate as a mobile intelligence center through on-the-go assist. The idea is simple. Give the driver everything they need to know and control, with as little distraction as possible. Instead of navigating dashboard screens, the driver can use their phone as an intuitive extension of the car, with quick commands, clear information, and immediate accessibility. The idea here is to keep your eyes on the road and control in the palm of your hand, even while on the move. For example, with a single tap, the app displays the most critical data for any route: battery percentage, remaining range, estimated arrival time, and the location of the nearest superchargers. All this with a clean look and large buttons designed to be used in seconds. This reduces reaction time and increases safety. You can check what you need, make a decision, and return your attention to the road without long distractions. A simple concept, but one that redefines practicality when driving. But the app goes beyond information. It allows you to take direct action, even while the car is moving. If the weather suddenly gets cold and your back seat passengers complain, you can activate the rear seat heaters without taking your hands off the wheel or searching through confusing menus. If a package is delivered while you're waiting at a traffic light, you can open the trunk with a tap and let the delivery person place the item directly in your car. The fluidity of these interactions makes the experience less stressful and more practical. The real highlight comes when the route changes mid-trip. With on-the-go assist, you add a new stop, and in seconds, Model 2 recalculates everything: arrival time, battery consumption, and charging needs. What's more, it suggests the best charging point based on the new route, considering minimal detours and the nearest charger that requires the least downtime. This process is so seamless that you almost forget you're using an advanced navigation system. It feels like a conversation with a car that understands your needs. Each suggestion the car presents is accompanied by concrete data: how many minutes the detour will add, what the battery percentage will be when leaving the stop, and how long it will take to recharge. This clarity eliminates the anxiety common on long trips with electric vehicles. There's no more guesswork or mental math. The car anticipates all the variables and presents them directly, allowing the driver to make decisions with confidence. When the journey ends, exit care comes into play, the system that takes care of the car even after the driver leaves. When parking and exiting, the Model 2 automatically scans the vehicle. It checks that all doors are locked, the windows are closed, the trunk is properly sealed, and there are no items left on the seat. If it finds anything out of place, it sends a real-time notification and even flashes its headlights to attract attention. It's a kind of attention that seems excessive until you forget your phone on the seat and are saved by this alert. Exit care also acts as a silent watchman. If someone touches the car, causes a vibration, or forces a door, the external cameras and motion sensors activate the recording, sending an image or video to the app and indicating exactly where in the car the contact occurred. This system consumes very little energy and can remain active for long periods without affecting the battery. It's a kind of digital sentinel that continues to protect the vehicle even hours after the trip ends. It also handles simple but common errors. If a window was left ajar before a storm, the app detects it and allows you to close it remotely. If a door wasn't properly closed, the system shows which one needs attention. And if you forgot to lock your car, just tap your phone and voila, locked and with confirmation recorded. It's the kind of feature that provides a constant sense of security and complete control, even when the car is out of sight. The Model 2's latest feature is undoubtedly one of its most underrated and perhaps most strategic for everyday life. The family share and control Tesla understood that a car with this level of connectivity can no longer be treated as one person. Real life involves spouses, children, parents, visitors, mechanics, and each has their own style, routine, and, most importantly, a different level of permissions. Therefore, the app allows you to create sub-accounts with adjustable profiles, and the car owner chooses exactly what each person can and cannot do. It's the concept of car sharing elevated to a new level of control. For example, adults with a sub-account can see the battery status in real time, turn on the air conditioning remotely, or even unlock the car for someone.